Hey guys, how's it going? I just thought I'd push out a quick SOS review for Arcade Fuzz. But before I do, I'd just like to take a moment to thank all of you that are subscribed to the channel. I've had a blast making these videos and sharing them all with you, and I'm close to 50 subs now, which obviously is a tiny number, but it feels like a real achievement for me, and I hope to see much more in the future, so thank you all. So Arcade Fuzz is a collection of two games created by Walter Mercado, the same guy that did another game that I recently reviewed, Ubermosh Omega. And just like Ubermosh, both games contained within the Arcade Fuzz collection are fast-paced arcade-style minigames which give you that similar just one more try feeling. As with Ubermosh, they're both set to a heavy soundtrack, but this time it's less heavy metal and more of a drum-thumping, overdriven synth and deepy bass affair. The first of the two games included is called TTV3. This game sees you playing as a tiny man with a single giant eyeball, wearing what appears to be a suit and tie. You're controlling with the left analog stick, and the objective of the game is to proceed by any means to the edge of the screen, whilst avoiding all of the shadowed objects on the screen. Now this is easier said than done, as you'll have a split second to make a decision when you enter the next screen, before thorny looking shadows close in around you. Now believe me when I say that you will die a lot playing this game, but you can instantly jump into a new game at the click of a button, and the game does feel pretty fantastic when you get on a roll clearing screens. After you get to grips with the controls of the game, it sort of becomes more of a memory game as you see familiar screens over and over again and begin to learn the specific routes through them. There are two minor issues that I've found with the game, the first being the sensitivity of the controls. It's meant to be fast paced, but your guy moves incredibly fast and sometimes just trying to navigate small gaps can be quite difficult. The second issue occurs when progressing to the next screen. You have to move the analog stick back to a neutral position, because your guy will begin moving the moment the next screen appears, sometimes walking straight into a shadow. The game's concept is pretty simple and there's not much to it, but it's pretty addictive. So the next game included in the bundle is called Warpzone Drifter, and just like Ubermosh and TTV3, the arcade style gameplay continues. This game sees you taking control of an RC type car whose accelerator is jammed to the floor, and if you've ever played Micro Machines, the car handles similar to that but on steroids. Your objective is simple, to hit and light up all the warp zones on each screen to progress to the next screen, but again, this is easier said than done. The control scheme is something that takes a lot getting used to, and when you first begin you'll just find yourself constantly spinning out of control, leaving a neon trail all over the screen to show you just how bad you are. But if you can get to grips with the controls, the game actually becomes a lot of fun, especially when you manage to pull off the perfect drift and hit all warp zones in one go. As you progress through the levels, more and more of these tentacle things begin to appear, and they'll cause damage to your car if you drive through them. If you take too much damage from them in one go, the game's over. Additionally, if you drive too far off the edge of the screen, the game will also end. Warpzone Drifter is just as addictive as TTV3, and as is the case with Ubermosh, both are great little time filler games. As a rating, I'd give Arcade Fuzz 3 out of 5 stars. I preferred both these games over Ubermosh, as I felt they offered more accessible and casual gameplay elements, and for the price, Arcade Fuzz is definitely worth a look. You can get the game now on the eStore for £1.79. Once again, thanks for watching. Remember to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, and consider subscribing to be notified of future content. That's all for this review, so until next time, game on.